morning, welcome to the Professor Maima Show. Hope you are doing well on this Sunday. Hope you have gone to church and prayed to the good Lord so that all your dreams become a reality and all your good heart desires become successful. So please subscribe, share and like this video. So there's this impeachment motion that is going to be tabled in Parliament next week, the Kenyan Parliament, and it's about the impeachment of the current sitting Vice President, Rigathi Gachagua. They want to impeach Rigathi Gachagua, the sitting Vice President. So people want to know, what is the way forward for Rigathi Gachagua? What is the way forward for Rigathi Gachagua, the Vice President of Kenya? So now, I decided to get this. The young Gen Zs, this is the Kenyan Constitution. You should be reading it. A good number of you went to the streets to demonstrate. Others knew what the Constitution said about various issues, human rights and all that. But every Kenyan should have this. And that's why I always talk of free education. That is from nursery to university, so that everyone has basic education. That is grade 12. That is Form 4. Not this, where education is very expensive, or this, it's called what? This password education curriculum, CBC, which is just nonsense. So back to our topic. The way forward for Rigathi Gachagua, the Vice President of Kenya. So I was reading this Constitution, what is going to happen. So this is facts. So you have to look at Article 149 of the Kenyan Constitution. So Article 149 is what I want to read, isn't it? Is it 150? Yes, it's Article 150, not even 149. It says, the Deputy President may be removed from office. Here we like saying Vice President, but the Deputy President may be removed from office on 1A, sub-article 1A, on the ground of physical or mental incapacity to perform the functions of the office, or B, on impeachment. What is facing our Vice President Gachagua? What is facing our Vice President Gachagua? So 150, sub-article 1B, 1, Roman 1, on the ground of a gross violation of a provision of this Constitution or any other law. Roman 2, where there are serious reasons to believe that the Deputy President has committed a crime under national or international law. Or 3, for gross misconduct. So this just stayed in on the impeachment. I don't know what's in the impeachment, but there's some rumors. So the Vice President hit the table. He wanted something from the President, and he hit the table in front of the President. So and other such stories. So let's assume this impeachment goes through on Tuesday and supported by, they are talking about, so you have to go to 144, Article 144. Is it 144? Yes. Or 145. A member of the National Assembly, now the process, I'm reading what the process says. A member, this is like short stories. When I was young, we used to watch this program on a Kenya Broadcasting Station, and there's only one channel. This is for the Gen Zs. They will be told stories on live on television. Someone will read for us nice stories. She used to be called Mama Toffee. She'll have an audience of small kids. Now they ask the millenniums. Now we are old. By that time we were young kids, and she'll tell them short stories. So I'm telling you short stories. So this pertains to the Vice President of Kenya, Gachagua. So a member of the National Assembly, supported by at least a third of all the members, will move a motion for the impeachment of the President. So they only need a third to move the motion. On the grounds of gross violation, and then also crimes. If they've done crimes, that's both for the President and Deputy. But this case we are on the Deputy's issue. So two grounds: gross violation of the Constitution, gross misconduct, and maybe crimes. You have committed crimes that are under national or international law. Remember the issue of the ICC. So if a motion under clause 1 is supported by at least 2/3 of all the members of the National Assembly, you do the math. We have 490 members. So 2/3 will go over 300, isn't it? Do the maths. I think, yeah, they have the numbers from what I hear, but who knows? The Speaker, once that is true, so after Tuesday, the Speaker shall inform the Speaker of the Senate of that resolution within 2 days, and the President shall, now in this case, the Deputy President shall continue to perform the function of the office pending the outcome of the proceedings required by this article. Within 7 days, after receiving the note of a resolution from the Speaker of the National Assembly, the Speaker of the Senate shall convene a meeting of the Senate to hear charges against the Deputy President. And the Senate, by resolution, may appoint a special committee comprising of 11 of its members to investigate the matter. A special committee appointed under clause 3 shall investigate the matter and they report to the Senate within 10 days. Yes. So this is what goes on. So it will involve both houses, this impeachment, isn't it? So now someone has been asking what will happen. Gachagua's way forward after the impeachment, isn't it? It means that once it has gone through the House, there will be a special tribunal that will be set up. And then this tribunal will do what? Will have members who will write a report. It will be taken to Parliament. If Parliament votes over 2/3, then that will be the end of the road for Gachagua as the Deputy President of Kenya. So once the House is done, they'll form a tribunal which will investigate the charges and give the way forward, isn't it? So that's what I'm saying, the way forward for the Vice President of Kenya. What does he need to do? Because this is tough charges against him. So what is the way forward? As Professor Mahima just saying, let the things go, the process go through, and then once that's done, let's say he's impeached, he'll be free. He'll be able to go now into the ground and what's the word? And map his way forward. 2027 is just 3 years from now. There have been these stories they were saying that the Deputy President may run, who knows? He may support someone from Eastern Province or another candidate from other areas in Kenya, because the problem here in Kenya, our elections are very tribal. So it will be this tribe A, B, and C versus tribe D, E, F. That's what is going to happen, isn't it? So now, the card that he has a very big votes basket. He can even, let's say, hypothesize. He can go and support Kalonzo and become, say, I'm going to support Kalonzo, and then let Kalonzo come with his running mate. It can be a running mate from Central Province. Kalonzo becomes president, and then Gachagua becomes a very powerful prime minister. That is power. Or he stays out of it and says, you know what, my friend Raila Odinga, we've been running for this seat for so long. Let me give you go and run one term, become president one term. Me, I'll just stay outside. So you enter power. Raila knows how to do his things. He's a national leader. He enters into power. Then after Raila finishes his 2 terms, because Gachagua is still young. You know, in your early 60s, 65, let's say you are in your 60s, you're still young. You know, people think when you are 66, 65, you're no. Trump is 78. Biden is 82. Imagine you are 66 now. In the next 10 years, you'll be 76. You can still run for office at 76 and leave office at 86. The president of Senegal entered office when he was what? 80 years. 80. And got out when he was 90. You are 60s, mid 60s, you think you're old. No. At 66, in the next 3 years, if you, let's say you reach 70 and you stand for an office, you can serve 2 terms comfortably. By 80, you are out. Strong. What usually messes people is, I'm diverting to, because I'm an academician, it's mental work. The more mental work you reduce, the better. You do physical. The human body was created to be physical. So that's why presidents have advisors, have thinkers. You understand? So the way forward for Gachagua, in my view, if the impeachment goes through, is to take time off, strategize, and even support someone who's strong. I'll put my hat in the ring. Support someone like Raila. Raila has fought for the presidency so hard. It's high time he gets rewarded for the struggles and pain he has faced because of fighting for democracy in Kenya. Let him even rule for 1 term. And he'll be in his 80s, rule until he's 85, 86. I think it's around 80. I don't know, around 80. So if he rules, maybe enters when he's 83, 88 is out. Then now the young Gen Zs can come. In fact, Raila can be a very good custodian for the young Gen Zs. And in that setup, Raila can be the president, the prime minister can be Gachagua, and other people in the system. But that's just hypothesis. Who knows about the future? That can be a setup, isn't it? Because also on the other side, the sitting president, President Ruto, is no joke. He's a great politician. He's the Moi of our era. Moi used to be the professor of politics. Now Ruto is the professor of politics. Yes. But even professors of politics, they read the terms, they can say, okay, no, now Kenya needs to move on. Says, okay, ndugu yangu Raila has fought so hard, let him stand. Then Gachagua is also their prime minister. And also other people from, so it becomes a government of all Kenyans, face of Kenya. With Raila at the top, Gachagua prime minister, another running mate from somewhere else, people from the Rift Valley, strong leaders also in the cabinet. So it has the face of Kenya. That's why I'm talking about the way forward for Gachagua. It's a dicey situation. So next Tuesday we'll see what will happen. I just wish him luck. I wish also peace for our country, Kenya. We should be focusing on things that can make Kenya better. Yes, not involving, because these are political wars. That's how unfortunate. This should not be happening in Kenya. Kenya should be the what? Be the country to look at. I wanted to say what? It should be a country that Africa looks up to. It should be the country, the biggest example in Africa. A country that is growing. It should be among the best in Africa. It should be the star. The word is star of Africa. Kenya should be the star of Africa in terms of manufacturing, education, innovation, infrastructure, agriculture, youth development, sports, you name it. We should be the star of Africa. But we are hitting below our level. We should be in the Premier League. We are now in Division 3. At independent South Korea, Philippines, and Thailand were in Division 3 like us, but they left us there. We need visionary leaders who can say Kenya needs to go to the next level. Invest in agriculture. Rains are coming. Harvest all this rainwater so that we can be farming here all round. That's one. And then after we farm here all round, we do value addition, create jobs for the young Gen Zs, ensure that every young man and woman in Kenya gets a job, earns good money, ensure that civil servants are paid well, so that what can we say? So that the least paid civil servant, whether it's doctors, teachers, lecturers is $1,000. Whether you are teaching, it's called playgroup, kindergarten, doesn't matter. Your salary starts from 100,000 going up. That's one. Two, professors, lecturers, university salaries start for $5,000 and above. Support staff, $1,000 and above. Kenya will become a middle income economy. That's what I'm saying, the way forward for Gachagua, the sitting vice president of Kenya. So next week will be a very interesting week. But I hope the best for and peace for Kenya. Yes. So I want to pray for you who's watching me, that you become rich and prosperous, not only you, your children, grandchildren, and all your generations, that you have a long life, and that all your dreams become reality. You are looking for a job, reality. You want to get to travel outside Kenya, reality. You want people to give you money for a grant to do your research, reality. You want to win a scholarship, reality. You want to have your business to expand and open in more places, reality. You want to build that flat complex, reality. You want to meet a good partner and start a family, reality. You want to have a child or more children in your family, reality. You want to get more money through your entrepreneurship businesses, reality. So also pray for myself that I get money through my hard work, big money. I build the biggest technological university here in Africa and worldwide. I create a product that can be used here in Africa and worldwide to create jobs for these young Gen Zs, and also to train future entrepreneurs, and to earn myself big money, and also the Kenyan government big money. That's my prayer, amen. If you have liked what I've said on this channel, support our channel through the mobile M-Pesa there, +254 769 729 327. I repeat again, mobile M-Pesa, +254 769 729 327. And as I always say, Gwaheri ya kuonana, Gwaheri.